All right, we're back with the Banner Saga. Uh, let's keep going from where we were. No, are not loading. Um, we are resuming. So we are at Einertoft, and Avend wants to destroy the bridge to stop the Drudge reaching us. And jorundr will not listen to this being brought up. And Iver fought Bellower, one of the Sunder, one of the sort of ultimate dredge, and he had his arm cut off, but he doesn't seem to have died, which is great because we love Iver. Though Alette says she liked him before all this went down more. We also saw this image of Juno. There was a whole bunch that happened in the last episode. We're going to go to the Great Hall. We have the option to flee. We have the option to try to destroy the bridge. I think we're going to try to keep everyone happy, which is usually not a good choice. I said I was going to move off that kind of decision, but you'll do as I say, says jorundr, king of the Varl. I'm not here to argue. I'm telling you that we're dying by dozens every day now. You sent our best away with Hakan. He sent the best Varl units to Arborang, the human capital, with Luden. How long do you expect us to last? You asked for this command, Fasolt. Don't let them get across that bridge. Fasolt takes his leave just as you approach. Not great timing, you think to yourself. Thank you for the audience. I forget your name. Rook. Rook, how is Ingvar? Will he survive? I think so. If I remember Ingvar well enough, he hasn't told you why he faced down Bellower, did he? He keeps things to himself. Of course he did, which he has not. No, he keeps things to himself, or I would be interested to hear. I think we should do 2 or 3. I'm going to go 2. Yes, that sounds right. Ingvar confronted a Sunder in his youth during the Great Wars. He won that fight. None other but the Menders have done that. He proved us stronger. Maybe he thought to do it again. Iver killed a Sunder. How did he end up in Skogr? Because he ended up in, Skogr, Rook's village in the middle of nowhere. You'd have to pry that from him yourself. I don't know. He disappeared when the last king tried to name him Kender. And we know what Kender is because Hakan was Kender to, I'm forgetting his name, the Varl prince killed at the start, and that's why Hakan became a Varl prince. It occurs to you that jorundr would not be on the throne now had that happened. So Iver defeated Asunder and was set to be made the next leader and didn't want any of that and left. But why are you here, Rook? Be brief. Oh, I don't know. He does not seem interested in hearing about the bridge. I think I'm just gonna. So our options are: I'm offering to help take apart the bridge. That bridge needs to be destroyed. Or I'm sorry to waste your time. I should go. We can always leave without destroying the bridge. I know they'll be closer on our trail. I'm gonna say I'm sorry to waste your time. I'm gonna follow what Iver said. Keep it succinct with him, and don't push something I know he doesn't want. Perhaps so. When Ingvar recovers, send word. I will. And if you would fight alongside us, we might retake the bridge. Your help would be welcome. You should find Fasolt down by the warriors. You depart, unsure whether dropping the issue was the more brave or cowardly move. Oh, I think it was the cowardly move for sure. But that doesn't mean it wasn't the one I made. My decision making has never been accused of overly risking. Yeah, let's fight on the bridge. At the warfront, rows of Varl are lined up, waiting for their turn to fill in as the warriors on the bridge battle dredge in one endless churn of bodies and blood. Fasolt catches your eye in between giving orders. You lost, human, he says. Offer to help. Or I just wanted to see how things were going, we're going to offer to help. Fair enough, Fasolt admits. I'm not going to argue against putting you on the bridge, he says. But we've got plenty of wounded here as well, if you can work a needle. We'll fight on the bridge, we can treat the wounds or make an excuse to get out of this. I would rather get in more fights. I want the renown. Basalt nods and puts you in line with others. Don't be a hero, he grunts. Kill a few and come back alive. A slow terror starts to creep in from waiting to go into battle, but eventually you find yourself face to face with rows of dredge, packed shoulder to shoulder. -6 supplies. That's a big reason why I want to fight, is I would love to be able to buy some more supplies while we're here, and I also really want to level up both the Rook and Eagle. I don't think we want Alette here. We do want Basalt. Do we want 1-day injured Crummer? He's an 11-12, or Hogan or Mogan? I think we want Crummer. How's this look? Maybe we change up the order a little. This is going to be tricky without Iver, right? We don't have a powerhouse without Iver. If you look at this, 9 power, 10, 9, 13, 12, 9. The 13 and 12 are injured. We are quite weak. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. I think it's pretty easy to rely on Iver's high power, but it's really nice to have just one high power unit. Gunnulf was never in this caravan, but this caravan could really use a character like Gunnulf. I know I was low on his stats, but, it's tough sometimes. Okay, that's a 21-13. Nothing else super scary. I think we'll go up. I think I'm going to actually go up the side with more of them. We'll be a little farther back. You can see a dead Varl there on the right. I do like it when they sort of atmospherically show you other things going on. Make space for Eagle in the middle. Rook can move through allies, so he doesn't have to be as far forward, and Avent is long range. You can see the Fallen on both sides around the battlefield. And how far can you reach? You can definitely reach someone. And you, let's go here. And I think I will, I think I won't Stonewall turn 1 because Avent can mend his armor. Okay, let's stay a little far back because I'm not sure quite what the range is going to be on these units. This closer one can definitely reach me, so I may as well get close enough to get the armor boost from being next to Eagle. And maybe if I move up to here... Nope, can't reach anything. That's a shame. So I did put myself in range where they might be able to target me. If I moved here, I would be in Oddleaf's way, and I'd like to let Oddleaf attack. So I'm just going to drop here. Okay. And now the question is with Oddleaf, do I have her break? She has only 1 break, so probably not. So what I probably want to do is drop a trap. And who is next turn? Are you soon? You're soon. You might attack just from where you are, though. Will you run forward that far? Probably not. So I'm going to set a trap here. I think that's a square the enemy is likely to move through. Yeah, they just went from where they were. Okay, I'm going to go here and shield wall with Eagle. Hopefully someone steps on that trap. Okay, we're going to resist that. Yeah, we're in good shape to that. Basalt can take the plus to armor again. Can't reach anyone, which is a shame. Okay, nice. Trap went off. They lost a turn. And now Crummer's an 8-12. I'm going to hit the 21-13. Crummer should have the shockwave impact, so it will do, 1 to each of those, which is nice extra damage. Hopefully they go for Eagle. Yes, nice. Eagle's so good. So there's a big question here. Do we heal him, His base is he can go back up to 11, I guess, and 12 if he's next to Eagle, which he is. So he would only take 1 strength damage if the 18-13 hits him. On the other hand, I could target... I don't think you can target your own unit with this. Yeah, you can't. It's a shame. But if I target him, he'll take 2, and it will go on the diagonals. So he'll take 3, and Eagle will take 3, but Eagle will resist all 3 of that. I could also move up and hit each of these for 2, but it would hit Crummer on the diagonal, and I don't want to do that. And that would bring him down to 10, which again, he'd only be able to do 1 strength damage. So I think we want to do this, and I think Eagle will resist it completely. Perfect. Yeah. So that's a nice 5 damage hit. There was certainly also a case for restoring, but now who do we really need to take down a bit? You come next. I'm not going to lower its power before its next turn. So I'm actually going to try to break this guy so that Fasolt can do some serious health damage to him. Make him not a threat. Oh, they could do 3. Did I miscount that? They're at 11, so they could do 2, and they could boost for 1. Okay. Now you can weaken this one for 6, because it's lost some armor. So may as well. There's probably not a good trap to set here. If she doesn't move, she gets the bonus to anything that's lost armor. So that one's down to 4, no longer a threat. Okay, that's not great. I should probably just shield wall again. I mean, stone wall is just always, like, a good move. They waste so many turns attacking it, and it means they could do things like... Alright, Rook taking some damage, but that moves you in range of the soul, actually. I think we should get this one down to 5 power. Getting them down under the range of power, under my armor, is just really huge for limiting what they do. Okay, we're going to break as much as we can, and that will do bonus break damage to 2 other units. So at some point soon, we'll be able to start legitimately fighting the 15-11. Okay, so we can heal armor. Rook is down to 8, and Crummer is down to 9. But we also... The only 2 that are diagonal, it would also hit Crummer, because he's diagonal to them. The Varl still have the same corners, but just a bigger thing. We could hit anyone for 2 damage. I think I'd rather just get Crummer's armor back up. Just make sure he's safe. Fewer things can reach Rook, so I'd rather make sure Crummer's doing alright. Nice. Oh, God, I love Eagle. He's so good. Okay. Do we break the 15-11 or the 7-8? Probably still should be working on the 15-11, but yeah, okay. We'll do 1 break here, because that does the extra breaks to the others. Okay, that pushing me back, my guy couldn't get pushed back, so they took way more shield damage than we did there. And now she should do good damage here. No, she doesn't, because it still has high armor, even if it's lowered. Okay, we go here, we can hit the 2-8. We're at 9, so that brings it to 1. That's, like, ideal, right? You want to have their units low. Who am I looking to get kills on? Rook, Eagle, and Oddleaf would be nice. But I wouldn't complain about kills on Crummer. Okay, I'm going to move slightly forward to create a little space for Rook to run through and mark prey on this 4-4, so a whole bunch of units get a kill on it. Or I should probably go for this 8-8, yeah. So he won't be getting the bonus kill because he's no longer next to that thing. But that's okay. Fasolt's already a level 5 unit, I think, right? I think I already leveled him up. Can we finally do something here? Nah. Still just chunking at this guy's armor. But luckily he only started at 13 strength. God, Eagle's so good. They waste so many turns. It's such a powerful thing. Okay, probably just gonna mend someone. Rook's at 8, 7, 16. So he could heal the most, but Rook and Oddleaf are in a little more actual danger. You know what? Let's just heal Fasolt up. Does the most. Yeah, 5 full armor. Avened is a very powerful effect. An eagle, maybe even better. So, yeah, let's mark prey on you, and 3 different units will get the kill. Because Oddleaf shoots it too. Alright, 5? Okay, we gotta heal you if we get a chance. You can kill this. Is it worth killing that? Probably. 6 is one of the more powerful things left on the field, right? The thing about Eagle is he really is not great at attacking. But that's okay. He can just shield wall. Okay. Obviously, Fasolt can take that hit. And I think we're going to go here and hit the 8-5. Bring them down to 1. Seems like the biggest threat. Who are you going for? Crummer? Ooh, Crummer's low. Avend has a turn soon, but this thing has a turn sooner. And it looks like it is far movement, so I don't think I could run away far enough to get away from it. We're at 6. Huh. We get it to 9. It has no morale. Will. I think if this hits 70%, I think we survive our next turn. I think we go to 1 here. And then Avend, we're going to make sure his will is full because he heals half his will. We can get you up to 10 armor, and that might be enough to survive. Because nothing they have on the field except the big boy. But even the big boy is only at 9 power. Alright, I'm going to mark prey this. I think this will kill it. Yeah, easily kill it. Alright, cool. Now, can Oddleaf hit this for big damage? Oddleaf can now, because its armor's been lowered enough, and she gets the bonus for each armor point lowered. And that means you shouldn't be able to kill Soul, and we can clean up. Move this here, and let's get rid of the big guy. And hopefully, yeah, we'll move you here, and you won't attack, you're just here to be one of many attackers when we mark prey. I'll give Crummer. I guess you won't get a kill. Okay. All fine. They can't do much at this point. And we will heal someone. Yes, Rook. Nice that we have no casualties here. We kept all 6 alive. Unless, like, Calamity strikes. But, I'm trying to get mark prey kills on both the remaining enemies. To split the kills multiple ways. So we gotta get in range. Alright, Oddleaf's in range. That's great. Eagle's in range. Basalt, you don't need kills. Crummer, you should get in range. Avend, you could heal someone, but why? And we'll make sure you get the willpower, and you can all get the kill. Nice. I don't know if we got any promotions there. It's possible Rook and Eagle already have enough kills, and Oddleaf have enough kills to get to level 5 already. You'd swear the fighting is getting more vicious and dangerous. Again, you let the next line of Varl push into battle, and you don't dare to risk it anymore. Come back tomorrow if you're looking for more, says Fasolt. You sleep poorly, Avend's suggestion to collapse the bridge, repeating in your mind. Doesn't it feel like the Varl will really hate us if we destroy their bridge? Like, I know I've played this before. I don't really remember this section of the game. I've played, the second and third game much more recently. As I said, I did play through this game on hard mode, but I basically skipped all plot. I paid no attention to it. I ran through it as fast as possible, just mashing buttons so that I wouldn't be affected here. I just was excited to do more gameplay. Okay. So can we promote Rook? Probably not. We probably need a bit more. Yeah, we need 15. Okay, so we'll go to the next day, I guess. We could buy some supplies here. We could buy supplies. I really want to promote Rook though. I think once Rook gets the +3 break item, I think he's gonna be so good. You approach the bridge, which gets a raised eyebrow from Fasolt, who is lugging a dead warrior over his shoulder. Back for more, he says. Glancing out onto the bridge, you can tell that they've lost ground on the bridge since yesterday. What's the plan here, you ask with concern. I just do what jorundr tells me, replies Fasolt. And right now, we're killing every dredge on that bridge, so throw in or piss off. If you don't want to fight, help me clear bodies off the bridge. Our warriors are getting choked up around them. Oh, we're fighting. You know the drill, Fasolt tells you as you prepare yourself for another perilous fight. You're starting to wonder what the point of risking your life is if there's no progress to be seen. Yeah, so this episode's going to be, I think, entirely fighting on the bridge. I'm probably going to cut it after this battle, just because it's a bit late. Okay, I want Eagle to go early. Yeah, I liked this turn order. Also, Crummer does give you some options to mess with turn order, because his ability Forge Ahead moves someone next in the turn order. So if I decide, like, I guess Fasolt's right ahead of him. If I want Fasolt to get another turn, he could start manipulating that turn order. That probably means I shouldn't have him behind Eagle, because you actually don't want Eagle's turns to come quickly, because his super move lasts 2113 again. His super move lasts until another action is taken, and so the longer it is between actions, the more kind of effective he is. I liked starting far back on the side with the enemy units, so I think I'm going to try that again with the stronger enemy units, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, how far can you reach? Not that far. You'll be able to reach something, but can't do that much about that. So I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to save up the willpower. Because the only thing that I think can hit me this turn is the Slinger, and if the Slinger does hit me this turn, it won't have broken through my armor yet to do health damage, and I'll be able to heal that with Crummer, or sorry, with Avent. Hopefully, Avent might have something more useful to do by next turn, so that might not be right, but hopefully you go for, yeah, that's nice. Okay, let's make sure you're not in the way of Oddleaf moving forward. They're going to converge well. Maybe I should have started higher up, because this way I think their units are going to all reach me at about the same time. This seems like a nice square to trap. I feel like their unit's going to walk over that for sure. Let's just go right into the middle, where they're most likely to target me, because Eagle is, as established, so good. Yeah. All right, trap goes off. Very nice. Just go next to Eagle, get the bonus armor point. Gotta remember, Fasolt is my one unit that has lost armor. He's now lost 2 armor. Do I want to get close enough? Could you reach me? Yeah, you could. So I'm gonna make a wall between this guy and my archers, but not try to attack anything this turn, because I don't want to be in range of their 2113. Now, I could hit this for 2 and that for 3, or I could heal Fasolt's armor. Fasolt's obviously doing fine on armor. That is not needed. Okay, so we should do Arc Lightning. I need to move 2 forward to be able to reach the guy I want to reach. And that will do 5 easy damage. Being able to skip armor is a very powerful ability. Avent has 2 quite strong abilities. I think overall, Mend is probably the even better ability, but they are both quite good. I could certainly see a case that I'm wrong there, that Arc Lightning is more powerful. Okay, our formation's going to get broken up here. That's a shame, but what can we do? Alright, I'm going to stay here and put this here, because I'm going to need Crummer to move back a square towards my others to dodge these explosive stuff. Oh, that's not going to hurt me at all. But it does mean no one's going to step on my trap. That's okay, though. Gotta move 2 off if I want to not be hit by the stuff, and maybe I could just stand there because resist might resist 3 of both the type of attacks. Ooh! The idiot walked into it anyway. Wonderful. Alright, that's great. I guess Basalt should start weakening their archers. And it's the one that has the next turn. That's ideal as well. These fights are a lot, easier than doing both stages of the wars. And if you were just doing one stage of the wars, this is probably a relatively hard fight at this point in the game. But if you are doing both stages of wars consistently, this feels relatively relaxing, especially because Eagle's so good. Alright, so if we hit you for 2, that hits that guy for 3 as well. So we may as well go for Arc Lightning again, right? Just 5 damage through armor. Really does a lot, especially when things are kind of in the 8 to 13 power range. Getting that down to 5 to 8 just means how are they, it takes them so long to do damage to me that they feel much less threatening. Okay. I think I want to weaken this one. It has next turn, yeah. And I don't think there's anyone specific I have to feed kills to. I still want kills on Rook. They just damage themselves with the explosion. Ooh. I know who Avon's healing next turn. I'm going to set a trap in front of this unit. I think trading this turn is reasonable. Well, we know what we're doing with Eagle. Stonewall every time, all the time. He's so good. How do you hurt him? That's a little scary. I guess we should weaken this thing. At this point, anything in the 9 power range is obviously relatively high threat. So we're a 613. We're actually pretty strong here. I could just start feeding Crummer kills, right? There's not... The 6-9's the scariest thing on the field. But I don't mind getting Crummer kills at all. Yeah. He's not been promoted. And I think he's a good unit. I think he has solid stats. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Not going to try for Arc Lightning this turn. I'm going to figure out 310, 713. Yeah, we're going to make sure Rook is in good shape. And he just heals 6 armor a turn. That seems such a good turn. Think of how many turns it takes them to do 6 armor worth of damage. Just clearly a useful trade. Okay, well, Mark Prey should bring this down to a 4-5, and Eagle has 9 strength, so that'll get Eagle the kill, which Rook will also get. Okay, with only 4 units left, this move is scarier because we have a lot less time to get out of the way. So I would really like to kill the unit using that move. Because if we kill this unit, that move doesn't go off. And that put it in the line of fire for Basalt. So Basalt should be able to kill it before that goes off. Now, Oddleaf just took a bunch of armor damage, but what can we do? Eagle could exert 1 that's 10 power, not enough to kill a 6-5. Do I want to hit the 8-4? They might move into the way of Basalt reaching the 6-5. So I'm actually just going to run over here, and at this point everyone's weak enough I don't think I need to shield wall. I'm just going to hit you for an armor damage. Doesn't do much, but it gets me out of the way. And, yeah, this is not making a difference at this point. But I really got to kill the 6-5. At this point the explosion wouldn't stop me, but we're trying to be optimal here. Okay, I'm just going to move Crummer next to this one, so when Rook has his next turn, he can mark Prey and kill it. And we will be mending almost certainly Crummer. 4-9, 2-12. Yeah, we'll go Crummer here. 4 armor is actually higher than the power on any of the enemy units. It's a nice sign of keeping a fight under control. Mark Prey's great. Very good ability. Interesting that the 16-2 never called reinforcements. Yeah, we'll finish this one off, and then we'll get into pillage, and we'll be able to make sure a lot of our units are next to it. I would like Crummer to be next to it. I don't care about Assault. Oddleaf needs to be in range, and yeah. This looks ideal. Don't need to get Avent kills. He's already level 5. Oh, this might not actually kill it. I haven't lowered its armor much. Yeah, it deflected both of those. Shucks. Totally miscalculated that. Right, we'll see. Huh. Alright, maybe I should have healed, but still doesn't matter much. Alright, let's weaken the armor, I guess. And that should bring it low enough, now that it's under. Oh, we can even bring in Avent. Yeah, Avent. Bring in Avent. He gets a hit. And now we can mark Prey. Alright. I probably should just end fights faster, but I like, making sure everyone gets the kills for promotions. Feels like playing correctly. You'd swear the fighting is getting more vicious and dangerous. Again, you let the next line of Varl push into battle, and you don't dare to risk it anymore. Come back tomorrow if you're looking for more, says Fasolt. You sleep poorly, Avon's suggestion to collapse the bridge, repeating in your mind. Game really wants you to be thinking about collapsing the bridge, and we're going to try really hard not to. I definitely did my first playthrough. I do remember that. I don't really remember what the consequences were. Okay, we have 18. We have 8 days of supplies. They said Ziggerholm was 7 days away. I think we should buy supplies. I was gonna, Alright, let's max out on our supplies. I was gonna upgrade Rook, but I think not worth it. I think I'd rather just make sure I have supplies. And what the hell? Let's do one more. Let's fight on the bridge. As you approach on the 3rd day, the warriors are in more disarray than usual. Where's Fasolt, you ask one of the passing Varl. Didn't make it, he replies. Dread you're nearly at the mouth of the bridge, barely held back. Your mind starts to wander into dark places. We might have left an item on him that was good. We left like an armor boost. We can do better than that. It's okay if we lose that item. Not the end of the world. I think Fasolt might be glitched, such that if he dies in this game, he can still just show up in the next one. I think he's like the one character where they might screw up there. But yeah. He was a good unit. That armor, that 19 armor. Mauger was probably better for me, but I think he was my second best. He was clearly a very good unit in the other caravan, and useful here too. Actually, what is our party with him dead now? Like, one of Hogan or Mogan has to come in? That's not great. You snap back to attention when you realize nearly the entire army of Varl are staring in your direction. Iver walks past, shuffling slowly, with an enormous axe in his remaining hand. He heads towards the bridge. Iver, you yell, but he doesn't reply, plunging his axe into the nearest dredge before kicking it over the side of the bridge. Come on, he screams at the black horde. Cursing, you rush to his side in battle. Well, if we get Iver back, then I'm fine losing Fasolt if I get Iver for it. Yeah, our boy is back. So, the reason we can upgrade is we can spend his points again. His stats have been redistributed. His stat totals have changed. I don't remember what they were before. I don't really think I have an opinion on the change. You'll notice we can't quite max him out. We can get him to a 16-16 or a 15-17. And that's if we leave Break alone. I think we probably do leave Break alone. He's just so powerful. So we're definitely going to 16 here. We're going to 15 here. He doesn't need more than 8 will. 8 will is huge. I think he had like 4 out of 5 will before. He has way more will. He already has 1 in exert, so that's nice. He has 2 in break. We could put a third there. But I think it's 1 of armor or strength, and I think I want him to just plow everything. Yeah, that feels right to me. Then we have Crummer. We have Eagle to run out into the middle of the field. Rook and Oddleaf. Yeah, this looks right to me. Oh, we should equip Crummer. Oh, this was free. Maybe I should have put it on someone else. Sorry, we should equip Iver. Is there anything good for Iver? I don't actually want him drawing aggro because I want his power staying up. I know he has high armor, but his power is so high. 2 strength resist would make him very hard to reduce his strength, right? Because it's hard to get past 15 armor anyway. This might be really good on him. That I don't care about. That is not for him. Yeah. So we're going to make it much harder to resist, to lower his 17 strength, so that he's kind of permanently a 17 strength thing running around. And that frees us up to put a Let's Bracelet somewhere, which is a very nice item. Armor, strength, and will. Avend could use the will. Do we have a way to boost Avend's will? I don't think so. Did not get great items this run. Maybe I missed something. At this point, I think we'd have something to boost Avend, but we don't. But anything that boosts will or lets him regenerate will just each turn can be really good on him. Some amount will back per turn means he can just use Mend every turn and never run out of will. So we could give him that, but the armor and strength feel wasted. I think we put it on Crummer. I think Crummer is our backup kind of powerhouse. And I spent most of our renown, and I want to save the rest to level up Rook, so that Rook can move off this not particularly good item and onto Farthing Jord, a fantastic one. Hopefully this fight goes well with Iver back. I think the item on Iver is quite strong. Sometimes who you think is useful in a playthrough of these games depends on what kind of items you happen to get. Alright, that looks like a tougher loadout. Got 2 of the tough enemies. 12, 18, 21, 13. So the 12, 18 is more threatening, right? Because that's what can break my armor. Or get through my armor. So we'll line up similarly to how we have before. A little back, just so we have some space to figure out how far away they are. Like, how close can they come? You can come to... So I could go here. You could probably reach me, so I'll actually just step 1 forward. And because I didn't start far forward, this guy cannot fully reach me this turn. Come close, that's going to give me free hits. Is it free? It is free. Nothing can reach me. Yeah, and Crummer with the boost to power is going to be a pretty strong unit. We don't really need to use shield. I can just weaken this. And hopefully you can't reach me, and Iver can reach you next turn. That's what we want. Yeah, let's bring them to 1. And actually, maybe I won't have Iver reach that unit this turn. I'll have Oddleaf set a trap. No, you threaten to reach Crummer as well. Maybe I'll still have Oddleaf set a trap. In case you try to, like, run around me. But Iver should be great here, because A, it's really hard for them to lower his strength, and if they start lowering his armor, we now have a way to heal armor. And really importantly, we get in the first hit on the 12-18, and turning that into a 12-12 makes it, not nearly as threatening. Actually, let's just hit it again. It'll waste the trap. No one's going to walk over that, but just make sure this is not a problem. And I think now the fight's just under control. We will do our usual thing and run Eagle into the middle of space and just stonewall, because resisting 3 when you have high armor is just so powerful. They're summoning a new enemy. That's great. We'll get more renown when we kill it. And we'll start working on this 2113. Okay. I guess we'll just set a trap vaguely somewhere. I might end up walking over that with Crummer, or with Iver, but maybe they'll... Ooh. Crummer's shield fell more than I expected. Okay. This is the 911. Alright, I guess we should be mending Crummer, right? It's a real shame when he falls, like, from starting 14 strength. The gap is really large in his output. Okay, Ivor's gonna smack things. Just can't even not one-shot it. Too powerful. Alright. Not sure what you're doing. I guess we should hit back at this 911. Yeah. Now that it's down to 8, should be much less threatening. And hey, our move hit. Kind of threw that out there as a bit of a Hail Mary. Just going to move here and make a stone wall. Eagle, not an attacker, but that doesn't mean he's not an amazing unit. One of the best. Okay, if I... No, your armor's still too high. Okay. I'm going to mark prey here, and that will give Crummer another hit for another 3 damage. Oh, and Oddleaf got a hit. I forgot she was in range. Yeah, Mark Prey is really good with other archers because they all get hits. Yeah, I'm just going to put her in range of stuff, and then maybe we'll just tickle this one. The 810 Iver is going to hit, and that's going to bring it down low, so I think we just slowly start working through this guy's armor. And you probably have someone to mend. Crummer is my guess. Yeah, Crummer. Crummer is much weaker than Iver, but we haven't leveled him at all, and he has pretty good stats for a character we put no time into. Or no cost into. Alright, you've already done a summon. I can't really do much more to you. Don't like finishing things off, though. So I guess we'll hit this one. Not too scared of its 9. I do have 9 armor, so it might do some strength damage to me, but not too scary. Ooh. Let them get in behind me. That was a mistake. Huh. I'm gonna go chase this down. Get it down to 4. Oh, you used your will. That makes sense. Okay. I think we really got to be working more on this. This fight has gone worse than it was looking like it should be able to go. But I don't think they'll be able to get more hits on Oddleaf, and everyone else is pretty secure. Yeah, nothing's too powerful. So I'm actually just going to run here and put a trap here. Just so she's safe if that guy happens to get another turn. And we could... No, that if we did Arc Lightning, it would go to Iver to hit both these two. We don't really care about that anyway. So I'm actually going to go here just to make sure, try to get it to walk over this trap. And then I'm going to mend... I think Iver is the only real choice. Oh, Crummer's a choice too. But we're going to go Iver. Just going to make sure he's untouchable. Though, yeah, actually, Crummer might not be in great shape. So we could hit the 9-9 and bring it to 1. Or we could come hit the 11-11. Now, the 11/11's the bigger threat, but I'm really hoping it walks into my trap next turn. And if it does, we're in great shape. This might kill something from the extra deflected damage. Yeah, it did. Yes, okay. But now how is Iver going to reach that unit? Not sure. That's a problem for next turn. Eagle, very slowly working this one down. And... okay. Huh. I was going to Mark Prey this to get it out of the way, and I think I will. No, I should weaken this more. I gotta. This is the only thing that can threaten me on the field. It's got 10 power. It's not that important to take out a 1 threat, and it doesn't actually clear a path for Iver to get to the enemy. Okay, we retreat, and we set a trap. Hopefully, if needed, we can get it to waste another turn. Actually, we almost have a beautiful chain. We can go from the 7-10 to the 7-1 to the 8-1, but it hits Iver at the end. But Iver is too strength resist. Can we do this sneakily? No, I don't think so. Okay, I'm just going to run back, and we're going to mend someone. We're going to mend Crummer. Easy choice. Right. Don't know why they wasted that turn. Sadly, Iver cannot reach the 7-10. The 8-2 is going to die next turn anyway. Alright, well, I'm going to kill the 7-1. There's some space. He dodged my trap. Too clever. Okay. He's going to get another turn soon, so I should make sure not to kill things this turn to delay the 7-10's next turn, because I really need to get in a hit on it before it goes again. So I'm actually not going to kill that unit. Because I don't want Odd Leaf to go down here. I'd like no casualties. Yeah. Bring it to 6. Odd Leaf is at 8 armor. So at this point, we should be safe. And may as well set another trap. I'm going to set it slightly farther away because it has to go through this square to get to Odd Leaf. But that square might also protect it if it moved towards Avend or something else. It didn't, but that's okay. We're going to do something funny. We're going to just attack with Avend. Why not? He has 9 strength. He can do damage. Oh no, you're never hurting Iver. Alright, Iver's going to move here. He's just going to sit here. Maybe we use Mark Prey and have him be part of a kill later, but... nah. We're getting kills on other characters. Iver has 17 kills. He doesn't need more. It is very much a game of, like, can you control the battlefield by getting all their units down to enough that they're manageable? And it is strange to play a game where your goal is not to kill people, right? Oh, oops. I thought she'd kill, but I forgot she has very little power right now because she got hit so much. Kind of tempted to give Avon the kill, but actually I think we'll mend here because kills for Avon do not matter for us. Now, kills do carry into the next game, and there are promotions there, so maybe actually I should think about them a little more. So we'll make sure that Ubin is part of a Mark Prey effect. But no, if I get this kill with Crummer, it will kill both. And I really would like to Mark Prey here. Yeah. So now I'm we have the will to spend, and now we can get a shared kill on lots of characters. Oh, we killed both anyway. Yeah. Okay, but we still got the shared kill more ways. Victory is sweet. Enough of this, groans Iver, who seems to have snapped out of his daze. This is getting us nowhere. You follow as he climbs the stairs and throws open the doors of the great hall. Well, Ivor's back, and pissed. Ingvar, glad to see you well. You swear you catch a note of trepidation in the king's voice. As said, the king would not be king if Iver had chosen to be. Jorundr, enough. This fight cannot be won. Again, this. I'll be damned if that bridge falls during my reign. You'll let our whole race die. We'll all be gone someday, Ingvar. I need not tell you. There are no more Varl being made tomorrow, or 1,000 years from now. We are it. And I will not destroy what we have made. Would you leave no trace of us when we are gone, as if we never existed? I know this, but yours is one voice of many. I know that the Varl are equal. The days of Kender are over. Iver, anti-monarchy. I ask these Varl, all there is left in the world, to follow me and live another day. Who do you think they will choose? The weight of the air in the great hall becomes so thick it nearly suffocates you. The silence continues for ages. Go on. Take the mender, destroy the bridge. Do it and leave. Take whoever would join you, and do not return to my city. The alliance of man and Varl is through. Iver is almost out the door before Jorundr has finished his sentence. I wouldn't stay. I think being on the move is the right choice. Like, even if you're not, doing anything else, if you're just interested in self-protection, I think you gotta be moving in this world. Led by Iver, the Varl push hard one last time against the dredge until there is room enough for Avin to take position and start raining down lightning bolts on the bridge supports. Before long, the masonry is a shattered mess and begins to give under its own weight. Varl and dredge alike race to escape the collapse. When the dust clears, there's a gulf between you and the furious dredge. They won't be crossing this way. Yeah, breaking the bridge is a good move, though. It gives you so much more time to flee. You've gotten what you wanted, says Jorundr. Now leave. If I ever see Man or Mender again, it will be too soon. Avent tells you, Juno will be waiting for us in Sigerholm. Despite the end of the immediate threat, many Varl choose to join Iver instead of following Jorundr. You depart with a long caravan at your heels. I am glad I bought more supplies then, because if we just got extra Varl, and we're in Chapter 6 already, Chapter 5 is a very short chapter, though it depends on your choices. I think if you blow up the bridge immediately, I think basically the chapter just ends. There might be an extra event there, but the chapter can be real quick, and was quick. We have 15 supplies, that's not bad. I think they said a week to Sigerholm, so that gives us a chance to get there, hopefully without running low on supplies. We have great morale, and we have 15 renown. Can we promote Rook and give him the item I've been advertising is so excellent for a while? I hope so. I forget what different promotions cost. Nice. We did it. We did it. And I don't even know what the best stat is for him. Like, break is great. I guess we just up power now. Power and shield. Like, maybe willpower is good just because Mark Prey uses some, but we reliably get it back from the kills off Mark Prey. So now we can give him Farthing Jord, which is great. And he had 15% to dodge strength attacks, which is pretty nice. And we'll give that to Eagle, who will upgrade soon, and call it a day. So, basically we did all of Chapter 5 this time, or almost all of Chapter 5. Yeah, very short chapter, very much the the What's Happening in Einertoff chapter. Cheers.